Almighty knows. Unreal. Permit going in the box. Yep, that just happened. Oh man, I have dreaded this actually. All the restrictions with the Smokies, I've just not been looking forward to it. But at the same time, I've been looking forward to it because I want to get out of here. This is, it's under 80 miles. I think it's 74 miles. Sometimes when I spout numbers, they're approximate, but yeah, I think it's about 74 miles to Davenport Gap, where you leave the Smokies. Currently, I've just got to make it to Newfound Gap, where I'll be getting a ride into Gatlinburg. Probably going to take a day off because of the weather and resupply. But either way, I'm going to do my very best to enjoy this, and I know I will. I've enjoyed every day out here, even the hard one at Waya. But the weather over the next few days is also going to hamper pretty much most of the views, if it sets in like they say it is. But they've been wrong quite a bit with the weather since I've been out here, and I'm hoping that they're off this time, but something tells me they're not. But anyway, we are climbing again. Always seem to be climbing. Tomorrow will mark 21 days since I set foot on trail. Now, I've had 3 zeros in those 21 days. So I would say I'm falling into right about the time frame that I had set, what I estimated as far as being here. I mean, on my permit, I estimated May 4th, and today is May 4th. Once you sign your permit, one half goes in the box, top half goes in your pocket. You keep that with you until you exit. Then you take that part of the permit, and it goes in the other box. You're supposed to be out of here in 8 days. So even if I take a day off just to stay dry for a day, should be able to make the 8 days and make it through the park. Okay, I'm gonna put this away and just climb. But there's a lot of climbing today, and it is starting out a leg burner. Hasn't been so bad. Has been a lot of climbing, but it comes in chunks. Up, level off a little bit, up, level off a little bit. here for 2 hours. We're 4.4 miles in. I am not trying to push as hard today as I did trying to get to Fontana. That's not happening. But at the end of the day, my left knee was pretty tender. Feels good now. I do believe it's just overuse. Coming down some of those. Going down some of those mountains. They're just steep. And that seems to be when my knees feel it the most. The climbing part so far hasn't been a problem. I think we're about 3/4 of a mile, maybe a little less, from Shuckstack's Fire Tower, the one that I pointed out earlier in the video, from across the dam. I believe that is where I'm going to have lunch today. Should have beautiful views from the top. Do I really have to say it? Man, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so glad to have another day out here. Okay, so that's the dam, and think we just walked across that roughly 4 hours ago. Actually a little less than that, because I stopped to eat lunch before I came up here, and we are up here. We are at 3,595 feet, and now the wind's picked it up, but you can see forever. Jesus. There's Fontana. You can hear it just rattling. Okay, so we have been on trail for 4 hours, 39 minutes. We are 7.63 miles in, and we just encountered our first black bear. And all I'm going to say is I'm glad he went downhill. I might have said, oh shit, but I mean, it came out of nowhere. Woo! Stay frosty, boys. Still don't believe it, but there it is. I'm not sure which shelter we're going to. Because we're in the Smokies, we have to use a shelter. I don't know if we're going to the first one or the second one. It's going to depend how we feel after we take a break. So it's either going to be 3.1 or 6.4. Not sure. But it is 3:30. I mean, we'd still be at the second shelter before it was dark. Problem is, if you get there, the shelter is full, then you have to try and find somewhere to camp, but the camp sites have to be near the shelter. If there are not any sites available, you have to move on to the next one. So I think we're going to start with the first one. Right now I'm going to take a break, get some water, and wait on Loner. So we'll check back later. It is the end of the day. It is 5 o'clock. We only have 13 miles in. We're trying to make it to this first shelter. We've been kind of taking it easy. I have not filmed a whole lot because there has not been a lot to film. I mean, it's amazing here. I'm not saying it's not. But there's part of this forest that it's like it doesn't know if it wants to be dead or alive. Some of the trees that look like they're trying to bloom, they also look like they're dead or dying. And a lot of the other ones are dead. And a whole nother ecosystem's taking over. But it's nice. It's beautiful. I'm not saying it's not. But it is also kind of what I thought it was going to be. So far, the only excitement was I seen a fox. I actually have a picture of the fox bedded down next to the fire tower. He was kind of cool, or she was kind of cool. Just sat there and watched everybody. The bear, all that happened so fast. All I could see was a big old black ball of fur tumbling down the side of the mountain. You know, hopefully before we're out of here, I get a picture of one. Not too close though. And I don't know what I'm going to do if all this weather comes in like they say it is. I'm kind of thinking about using that opportunity to not film and just catch up on all the videos I'm behind on. Kind of do like an update so people know where I'm at currently, and then backdate and catch up. But not sure yet. We'll see. It has been a beautiful day though. Temperatures have been pretty good. It did get hot. As you can see, I had to take my shirt off because I was soaking in sweat. But this merino wool is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. It is wicking away and it is drying very quick, which is good for this evening. I think we're trying to go to this first shelter. We're going to eat and then decide if we want to push on to the next shelter. Just to try and get us a little bit closer to Newfound Gap in case the weather is as foul as they say it's going to be. Supposedly rain all day tomorrow, but the following 2 or 3 days they're saying a lot of thunderstorms. I don't really want to be on top of a mountain or on a ridge in thunderstorms. But anyway, can't worry about that now because that changes every 5 minutes. So I'm just going to keep headed this way. I think I got about a mile to go to the shelter where I'm going to eat and wait on Loner to catch up and see what we're going to do. So I will check back later.